there, and whenever you are, and welcome back to QuestJunkiesUK. Welcome back to the dark and dangerous depths of the Underdark, the shadowy caverns and passages stretching beneath the material plane, the surface world, unknowing, blissfully unaware of all of the terrible things that could rise up and snuff them out in an instant. Even more so right now because it is full of demons and their demon lords, them very selves, who have been drawn up here into the material plane via the foolish experimentations of a drow archmage who was tricked into doing so by the spider goddess herself, Loth, demon queen of the abyssal webs that she calls home. And these adventurers have sworn to try and put a stop to the abyssal incursion, to drive them back and make the world a safer place, a survivable place. Hey, the double raid, thank you so much. Awesome.
Yay,
awesome to have Split the
welcome.
Party TV come in before, and now the Role Players Guild as well. Hope you had a fantastic session, both of you, and welcome into all of your lovely viewers as well. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone's had a good time. We are QuestJunkiesUK. If you don't know us, we play D&D and lots of other TTRPGs, and have some fab one-shots from time to time, lots of cool campaigns throughout the week. 6 campaigns as of this week. We have a brand new Spelljammer campaign starting on Saturday. Hope everyone is doing awesome. And we also have a rather fabulous giveaway going on at the moment, so I should jump right into that. Ignore the ominous music. Okay. We are delighted to offer all of you the chance to win a signed physical copy of the fabulous, amazing RPG book that chose the previous Kickstarter from awesome CCRPG. Awesome maps and encounter design. We play them as a combined campaign. Yes. Sorry. New overlay, who dis? Okay. Yeah, sorry about that, Australis. Got it. Me too. Okay, there we go. How's that? Better. Sorry about that, everybody. Right, okay. Sorry, new overlays and such. Need to go through and check all the levels and everything. Yeah, no worries, McClever. Thank you. I think that should be better now. Alright. Welcome back to the show that never ends. Well, you see, Rishi, that's why, everyone asks me, how do you do all these campaigns? Well, the secret is, it's just one big campaign. And that will be noticeable on Saturday as we start our new Spelljammer campaign. We will have immediate ties into previous goings-on in the Wackyverse. But do not fear, if you are new here, it is a very accessible world, and you can jump in wherever you like and enjoy the goings-on. Yes, so, as I was saying, a fantastic physical book signed by the fabulous TTRPG. Beautiful maps, interesting encounters, tie them together into a mini-campaign, or drop them into your existing campaigns as you fancy. These ones are all separated by environment. Lots of different lines, like mountain, coast, desert, forest, all these different ones. Beautiful, interesting design, as always, from our friends at CCRPG. The method for jumping into the giveaway is in the chat there. So, give us a follow on the channel here, follow CCRPG's mailing list, get yourself a free map pack, and will not get inundated with your inbox. They are very sparse and just the important stuff coming through on the emails there, and they will keep your address safe and sound. And follow their upcoming Kickstarter, Amazing Encounters and Quests, for the chance to win here, and we'll be drawing a winner very soon. The Kickstarter there, that's no financial commitment there, it's just a notification of when the actual Kickstarter goes live fully, so please check that out. And back to these other lovely faces. Boop. Alright, so as we were saying, these adventurers, we are without a small bird Lex today, unfortunately, but they are lurking around, muttering sinister goings-on under their breath to this rather alarming book that they have, and they are here attempting to foil this abyssal incursion. they traveled to the Stone Giant Library of Graven Hollow to seek knowledge and visions of what is going on here in the Underdark. And now, armed with that knowledge, they are teaming up with a banished drow mage by the name of Vizeran, whose familiar stroke bodyguard seemed to have some link to our missing wizard, Anastasio. But we have yet to delve into what that means. And we shall return to the adventure today as they are leaving the library and making off into the tunnels once more to work with Vizeran and to put a stop to the first real menace that has risen from this abyssal incursion, the first plot that is being fully recognized as Zugtamoy, the demon queen of fungi, has plotted to align herself, marry herself, ceremonially, to the huge organic entity that is Aromicus, a gigantic fungal biological entity that spreads throughout the Underdark in a vast network of plant life that she intends to take over and turn the entire Underdark into her own realm, and thus be able to reach up and corrupt the surface world from beneath. So, that needs stopping. And these fine folks, having received a vision from their Myconid friend, the Sovereign Bastia, are attempting to do just that. So, with a couple of other shoutouts, do check out the links for our wonderful supporters that are scrolling by on the opposite side of Corbin there. They will pop up in chat from time to time. Awesome stuff for your games, and huge thanks to all of them. And, of course, one last thing. If you would like to get some awesome art for your characters like we have, scrolling by over there by Kalo, jump over to Ryutoshi's Instagram and get in touch with them for this awesome style of art that we are enjoying there. And soon we'll be able to get Anastasia's too. Looking forward to it. But right now, speaking of new art, we have our Spelljammer characters for Saturday dropping in the Discord. The first two dropped in today. Do we see? Very fine looking pair. One of them down there with that beanie on his head and the beard on his chin. Kalo. In another guy.
Thank you. They're both. You gave no type of differentiation.
Oh shit! Yeah, sorry, Steve. I was concentrating.
The beanie team, John.
I was concentrating.
No, the one in gray. The one in gray.
No.
Oh, it was Buns this whole time.
It was me. Hold on, I just gotta girl to.
Hang on.
You know what?
Get that beard
I'm pulling it.
I have zero.
I'm pulling the Nefertiti. I have like the faux chin, gold.
Oh, with the yeah.
So I got you.
I don't know if I have my critical role. I don't know if I have my critical role beanie in the other room. I have my other rewards from the
GM
Kickstarter
beanie.
in the other room.
Beanie.
Okay, everyone,
Come on,
introduce
get it.
yourselves and tell everyone where you're at when I go and search. I'll do an investigation check for beanie.
No, my beanie. It left. Okay, guys. All right, we got this. Let's start with our favorite bandaged grandma, Zakan. Who are you? What do you do in the? We got this, you guys. Let's go.
we can handle it all around.
Tell us who are you and where are you here?
Who are you in the real world?
Underdark?
What the hell are you playing?
Yeah.
And give us a fun fact about you.
Well,
Yeah.
folks.
Let's go.
So I am Steven, and I am playing our cleric, Asimar cleric / ranger / grandma, Zakan, who for over 100 years has been here in the Underdark doing their holy mission to eradicate evil and save those who are lost. And I don't know, they're old and tired. That's where they're at. They're old and tired. Seeing visions of doom.
Gang, grandma. Gang. Why did you get in the camera like that?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
It was there.
Hi, homies. Hi.
Apparently,
We did
Je
it.
ne sais quoi.
Vox Machina crew. Hey,
Oh
how
wait,
you doing, buddy?
is that Hunter? Hunter, my boy.
Speaking of fine bearded fellows. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be
We
hot.
just
This is gonna be
finished.
so
We just
hot.
finished with Zakan. Kalo, tell us, who are you? Who do you play? Where are they right now?
Cheers, buds.
Hi, friends. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm reprising my role as everyone's favorite himbo half-drow Kalo, our party paladin. Where they are right now, they are asking you when you're from, and breaking all the rules of the library, but ready to.
Asking people when they're from, please.
I know, right? That's where we are. We're asking people where they're from, about to crash a wedding, which brings us to.
Well, yeah, on the way to crash a wedding. It's
Corbin?
going to take a while.
On the way to question.
On the way.
Listen to me.
I recommend it takes a while. A, it takes a while, and B, you level up a few times first.
Oh, that's the hope, anyways. That's the hope.
Yeah, yeah.
Corbin, who are you? Where are you? What are you doing here? What's your thought process? Plug anything you want. We're going out of
Guys.
order tonight.
Yeah, we are. We you left us to our own devices, and this is what you came back to. But hi, everybody. I'm a Buns, and I play Corbin, our changeling druid / monk of the Way of Mercy. They will backhand you into health and then slightly boop you into the abyss. They are also slowly but surely taming the Underdark. I can say that now. I have a baby hook horror. They also are blessed with Webster, our chat named Cave Spitter, and Charcutio, the teeny little, well, they're not tiny anymore. They're like the size of a Saint Bernard. I think we said dragon wormling. They walked into the Underdark on purpose, and ever since they have slowly, I think accidentally, but now kind of on purpose, has been merging with it. Praise me, I am Spore Jesus.
Indeed.
And I didn't know we were crashing, or at least planning to crash a wedding, unless we mean the evil wedding. Then okay.
Yes, Buns, yeah, you mean, yeah.
The very same.
When Corbin was away last time, yeah, there was a vision granted to you by
Corbin's battery.
Monarch Bastia of Neverlight Grove, and they showed you how Zogtomoy was planning to jump in to this union with Oromikos, and how the demon lord of oozes, Juiblex, was also rushing through the Underdark with an army of oozes to also crash said wedding. And you are hoping that A, you would be able to commune with Oromikos and warn them of what's about to happen, and B, that all of the oozes would provide enough distraction for you to be able to do this. I am not going to be able to wear this hat the whole time. It's so bloody hot.
Your beanie is there in spirit. We understand.
Oh, I got this from the Kickstarter. Like Rishi did as well, I assume, way back when they were first.
Oh, we gotta hydrate.
When they were first kickstarting. Hey, cheers.
Oh, hydration.
Thanks, friends.
Hey.
They were first kickstarting the anime, and this is the first time I bought it. So
See, we gave you a good reason, dude. It's like an Ash Ketchum. When it gets serious, just slowly take off the beanie.
No, thing is, can I? You know, like they do the tablecloth thing where you keep all the glasses up. Can I do that with the headphones? Like, just go,
I don't know.
I
don't trust it. Your headphones are gonna go.
I don't know if I risk it or not. We should see.
I don't know, man. if we get enough bits, no, don't do that. I'm playing.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm not.
Yeah, sorry, I cannot put this on.
Take it off.
You're good.
Right, we missed the quaff. It's fine. The quaff is. You covered the quaff.
It survived. I thought it was going to get completely obliterated. It's okay. Right. I mean, most
It
days.
survived.
I mean, it's been so long. It doesn't even need gel most of the time anymore. Or wax anymore.
So
It's just,
you should not have
it just
trained your hair
knows.
that well.
It just knows. Okay. So, my friends, as we return to Graven Hollow Library, let's chill out the music a little bit because it's getting over the top.
Just say I'm very on guard right now.
This is a banger though, I like it. Everyone get Soundscape for yourselves as well. You can put in cool music like this or use all the cool stuff that they have and make your own sound sets, such as this arcane library.
You said we were headed back where?
You are still at the library, about to leave. And you had just decided. But that is the question, yes. Are you planning to head directly towards the wedding location, or Oromicus's lair, or are you planning to help Vizerin obtain Grumpf Baenre's magical tome from Menzo Baranzan?
Yeah, I
I
think
feel like. Go.
I think we needed the book. I think it was like our whatchamacallit, like our,
I mean,
our key item.
towards the end, yes, but it's not related to the wedding. I think stepping out of meta into the meta for a second. Basically, there are various things that need to be gathered, and Vizerin will tell you this, pretty much straight away. So we're not spoiling anything here. There are things that need to be gathered, including the book, for Vizerin's plan.
Yeah.
The only way you have of defeating the demons, the demon lords, and you do not want to go straight into the confronting Druidbrix and Zugtamoy at level 9.
I just saw a thing about it. It's like, now to face new adventures, and then an arrow hits them, and it's like 3 out of 350. I am not supposed to be on this part of the map yet.
Right. Yeah. It's like
we're not at the suggested level to be in this part of the map.
The only other one that I've really done that is Curse of Strahd. Curse of Strahd, you can really be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Oh, the old Bone Guard, yeah.
So
what do you
wish
fancy?
I said that. Going to Menzo Baranzan, technically. I think it would be easier to do that, especially just slowly looks at Kalo.
I mean, you could
Yeah,
do
it
that.
seemed like we're.
Basically, let's think. Do we have? I don't think there's a map. There isn't a map page. I think I need to actually get just the map. Is it this one? Yeah. Here we go. Okay, let me switch over. Hang on. Boop. Which is apparently the switch over sound effect. As I say every time. Okay.
It's canonical.
Yeah. Boop. Okay. So, Buns, your. Wait.
What do I do?
I think. Oh, it's the border on your camera. Okay. I was like, why is there strange grey area there?
Yeah. And not me and you.
No. The camera, the thing on Zoom has a border on it.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Why is it doing
I don't know. Anyway, there you go. It's not. It's under your token and your name, so it's okay.
that? Okay.
It's bordering.
I'm still going to play with
Borderline.
Aha.
Jurassiqua Zakan has the coolest ASMR art. ASMR I've ever seen. It is pretty fantastic. It is indeed. Although slightly suspicious spider-like eyes. Potential Loth sympathies.
Hey, spiders are important to the Underdark.
Important to any ecosystem.
Oh, yeah.
Illustrate will remember this.
Oh, Lord.
That's not it. There's a very small, very young Buns.
But Bunsy's gone static.
The baby Buns.
Buns is eternal, guys. Come on. This is just Ascended Buns. Just wait until you get to Final Form Buns.
Hi. Okay, you had such short hair in that picture. Or result.
It's up in a bun.
It. Did it. That's it. That was it.
Ah.
Whatever that was. It's gone. I was in a bun. Okay. Right. It was so small in the screen I couldn't see. So, my friends. Oh, why are you showing? No. Look at the soundscape, everyone. This is what soundscape looks like. Wrong window.
Surprise! This is a surprise Sirenscape stream. Come hang out and watch John add stuff to the library and get yourself a nice discount.
It's like those old videos that Vicky used to do. And she used to do the sound set roulette. Where chat would vote on what kind of sound set they wanted her to make. 2 seconds, folks. That's annoying. I had it set up everything. Why did you forsake me?
Have you forsaken?
This and these. Sorry, everybody. Slight technical difficulties.
Well, while we're
But yeah, you can see the map, right? Can you see the map?
No,
you haven't shown it to you. There you go. There you go.
Hey.
Oh,
Now, I think basically Zakan knows this. These general areas. I wouldn't look too closely at the place names because some of those you do not know about. But the general coloured areas. Look at the large names. Okay, so basically you can see there's Aromagos, the biggest boy.
The big boy.
He's a very big boy. You are in the top left there, just south of Icewind Dale. See that up there? You see where Graven Hollow is? Up. I don't know if it'll show my cursor. It doesn't, does it? Yeah, in that top left corner, that little dot there. And the Tower of Vizeran, he tells you, is over to the east, across the worm writhings there. And you can see the Dark Lake there. And
look, there's Shloobly-Doo.
Shloobly-Doo is there.
Everyone's famous Shloobly-Doo.
Velkenvelv is there. The slaver camp where it all began. Only Zakan was here at the time. As the Underdarkers once do, it's been a rough journey.
Okay.
We have lost some along the way. So basically, yeah, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Whispers.
Yeah.
Still loud enough to read you, OG. Good to see you. So, out of the Abyss. There we go. So I have to quickly reload everything. So yeah, as you finish up breakfast, I think you had a long rest and stuff after the visions that you had. As you are kind of eating your breakfast and making ready to leave towards Aromagos over in the southeast there, you are approached and you hear a voice at the door. Have we finished breaking our fast? Might we join you? And you see Vizeran and the huge death slad bodyguard cleave.
Corbin is just like feeding the baby a piece of meat.
Hokora kind of just like putting its hooks into like folds of your clothing or armor and stuff, just like goes behind you and like peeks over your shoulder as this massive death slad is there.
Just a beautiful thing. Vizeran, was it? I don't believe that's how the term works, but yes, we'd be more than happy to field your company. I know you had a few things you wished to discuss with us, and I believe, Zakan, unless I'm incorrect, we're open to conversation.
We need to discuss our route and our next steps. I believe the library can put us out where we came in.
Yes, I believe that is how it works. Yes, we must make haste if we are to rid the material plane of these demons and put right the follies of Menzoberranzan. That fool Grumpf brought the demon lords down upon us, with his demon queen pulling the strings all the while. He has given Loth free rein in the Abyss. My own research leads me to believe Grumpf used phase rest to achieve such a summoning, so I am sure he didn't intend this result. Imbecile. I can save you months of research, my friends. Time we clearly don't have. The information I found here has confirmed my theories, and I know how to banish the demon lords back to the Abyss. We can do this only if we work together. If you are willing and daring enough to directly challenge the demon lords, or perhaps foolhardy is the correct term.
It's literally what I was born for.
Foolhardy?
That's it. Well met.
Although I will once again say, should either of you or Anastasia wish to leave to head home, make your own preparations, you are welcome to. Your fate is not tied to this in the same way mine is.
I told you if you asked me that again, I was gonna cry.
Well,
You want me to cry at the breakfast in front of people? I'll do it.
I don't think it was asking. It's just reminding.
Have you even considered Corbin's feelings? You know, I get on Anastasia for having bone broth every breakfast, but at least we talk about breakfast.
She's like,
You're going to make Corbin cry in front of the guests.
Corbin always makes that face.
Hey, you're not wrong, but
It works. That's why they keep doing it.
just eyes. I'm trying to teach the Hokora not to look ominous but cute. No, bigger. You have to- We're not going anywhere. We're gonna go get the thingy. We're gonna go stab the people, and then you're going to. I'm like, it's little arms do this like, and then we're gonna go find possibly a ranch or something. Do they need open space or cave? What do you need, little dude?
Usually caverns where they can make a nest in order to ambush prey that comes by.
when you say, what do you need, little dude, just points at more food.
Oh, fair. That's so fair. Okay, here you go. Like, all right, so cave. Cave. We need a cave.
Admittedly,
And
I've
if I'm
never
gonna-
seen the growth rate for one of these. I don't know how big it'll get, how quickly. They're fiercely protective of their young, so I've ventured to get close to one.
You think after a while it thinks I'm the young?
That can't be right.
Yeah,
I'm
yes,
sure
it's
it
as good as
outgrows
mine.
its parents. Go ahead.
No, probably what you're saying. It will get bigger than Corbin.
It's definitely gonna get bigger than Corbin.
Yeah, you saw the parents.
All children outgrow their parents someday. I think now.
I'd see mine try.
like, just
Bring it on.
This is the equivalent of just a Ditto raising another Pokemon. It's like, I'll just turn into what you are sooner or later, little dude. But no, Corbin's definitely still on board. They are not going anywhere because that would involve them speaking to their mother. It's not going to happen anytime soon.
We'll take whatever we can get. We'll need every single able blade and body.
And a great deal more than that. But let us not continue this conversation here. The walls quite literally have ears. And the echoes linger forever.
say linger forever.
Have you not encountered echoes of the past?
Oh, we certainly have.
Do you wish someone to walk in on this conversation sometime in the future?
Oh.
I do have a question for them, but we'll do it for the road. It's okay.
I think from where we were, we can sort of make our way towards Menzo Baranzan, and then we should be able from there to pick up the trail towards Aramikos.
Let me go back to Menzo Baranzan. I'm going to have some ground rules, but I'm not going to speak them here. Alright?
I myself have never been, so I'll leave it to you and Viserion on navigating, and we want our quickest way in and out, I assume. It sounds like things are quite bad there.
And I hope they stay bad. Now, unless you have any further readings you wish to discuss. Vizerin, let's go find your tower and figure all this out. I dearly wish to crash a wedding.
Very well. Then I suggest we retire to my tower. For a library, this place has too many eyes and ears. All of these raiders coming on through. Hey, Scarlet.
Scarlet, finally, yes, the circle is complete.
Wave to a parade of people coming by. Hello, hello. Morning.
Morning.
It's like the buffet
Hi.
line at a hotel. Plates of bacon and stuff.
Everyone's just
You
groggy.
start making me hungry.
That kind of awkward half nod to someone you made eye contact with at the evening buffet.
I
The
remember
awkward
you.
head nod.
Hey, Scarlet, who gets to
I
spin
mean,
at the
I've
wheel for
listened
this
to it
up?
so
Thank you.
much.
Oh, into your second year as well.
My
Cheers,
goodness.
Wheel of chaos, turn, turn, turn. Show us ways that we will burn.
Burn.
Yikes.
Oh, I like that one. Sorry, Phantom. I think that one wins.
Ominous but catchy.
Ah,
Kayla, going at you, Kayla. Then
Hey.
the best. Scarlet. Thank
everyone do join Scarlet and myself as we leap into the jungles of Chult after a quick jaunt down the coast in Tomb of Annihilation on Sunday night or Monday morning, depending where you are in the world. Spin, spin, spin. Here it comes. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Ooh, enjoy. Whoops, all dexterity.
That is a
Ooh.
first for Kalo. I will take
Ooh.
it. Scarlet, you are a legend. Thank you.
Awesome. Enjoy.
Now we get to be fast twins.
Gotta go fast.
Like someone just gave 2 toddlers sugar. I'm so sorry, Zakan. Someone gave us a Twix right before we got to the mall. There was no stopping it. Let's go.
Wait, which Twix did you take? Left Twix or right Twix?
Left Twix. Don't do that to me.
Just bit half off both of them.
That's what I do.
Corbin, you son of a bitch.
The chaotic evil Kit Kat eater just bites the corner across the several.
No, the chaotic candy was the bubble wrap thing, the bubble tape. I would always just do it for people's faces.
I'm firm on this. They're the same candy. There's no reason to split them.
Okay, right. So, you make your way out. A Galibdur materializes from the wall and shows you to the exit of the library. And you exit out once more into the passages of the Underdark.
Before I exit, Kalo is the last one.
Okay.
As he looks back, hey, and just yells down the hallway, "When are you from?" and darts out.
Yo!
And they were never able to return.
Right.
They put up like his picture on the door. No entry.
There's no
Want to
entry.
miss him.
You see this man.
You hear,
Do not let them inside.
you just hear, outraged cries of dismay and shock from throughout the library.
Ah,
Ruined
you need to
everyone's
leave.
Like throwing
You
Like
biscuits
the
need
at
cat
you.
meme at dinner. You know, like the passive press. Ellie with Tan just looking at and then Kayla's just like,
The heavy footfalls of an angry stone giant.
Ah.
No, so we just smash cut to one of the stone giant in the archives of the present. He just shakes his head. That's what happens when figments of the imagination intrude.
Let the intrusive thoughts win, Kalo. He let the intrusive thoughts win.
He was the intrusive thoughts all along. Okay. So, as you exit, it's a fairly hefty journey throughout whichever way you fancy going.
Yeah.
So you make your travels through, And I think the area kind of immediately surrounding the library is fairly safe and looked after.
If we're stocked up on a bunch of food, does it come with us? Or does it like disappear?
Good question.
Filled up
Good
like
question.
doggy bags.
I think
Or
you can.
takeaways.
You can take like supplies that wouldn't disappear. And enough that you can eat before it spoils.
Okay.
And
Ooh, travel rations.
indeed. And you start to follow Vizerin through the tunnels and caverns of the northern reaches of the Underdark here. And after a long day of traveling, you eventually have to camp for the first spot there. And you see, Zakan, you recognize what's happening here. You start to see tunnels crossing the natural caverns that are almost perfectly spherical. And you realize you're going into the outskirts of the worm writhings. And Zakan, you know that these were created by purple worms. These are the burrowings of purple worms. It's just made a whole kind of like intricate crisscrossing web of purple worm tunnels up here.
Yeah.
Which gave the place
It's like when
its
you
name.
look at an ant farm.
Yeah, exactly.
Tunnels.
Okay. So, as you camp, Vizerin actually calls to stop a little earlier than perhaps you normally would, Zakan. And he's like, This cavern would be a most fortuitous place to camp. And Corbin, your hair widget is going crazy as you feel there's a very high level of phaserous suffused magic here. This will make my wards and protections more powerful. And you set up to stay the night there, and Vizerin starts marking various runes and things on the cavern walls and the floor. And there's a faint purple shimmer in the air as a dome goes over where you're camping. There. Now we are at liberty to talk freely.
Would you like to tell us what that is specifically and why we should trust your use of phasers when history has shown that drow mages are terribly ambitious with the phasers around them?
What gave you that impression? Your father?
How do you know about Rufus?
Us disgraced little birds should flock together, n'est-ce pas?
I don't mind the insults. Yours are few, and certainly far between.
It is not my first time away from my tower. And I have visited Mental Dareth to gather supplies, ingredients from the surface. There is a remarkable family resemblance.
What, could you see it in my eyes? Pointing to the all now black eyes that has inhabited Gauntlgrim.
Another big chunky raid, Gut Punch
My
RP.
goodness,
How you doing, all the
friends?
raiders? Thank
Hi.
you guys. How you
Welcome
doing?
in.
Nice
How
to
do I
have
do
you.
the heart thing? Is
Welcome,
it this
welcome.
one? This one, yeah.
Done it. There it is.
We've been through this. It's a potato otherwise. It's...
welcome. Everyone, jump on in there. Give
hitchhiker
Gut Punch a follow there. Welcome in, raiders. How you doing? Good to have you. Hope you had a fantastic session yourselves. What were you up to? Jump in the chat there. Like chatting away there. we are playing ourselves some Out of the Abyss in the
There's
latter
some
half
shade
of things.
going
It's getting serious. Doing great. Hope the show's great for you. It is Bondoni Italic. Bondoni
It's
Italic?
getting sassy. That's what it's getting. Right now.
It started sassy, let's be fair. Okay. We're Phoenix UK. We play lots of D&D and other TTRPGs. Welcome in, everybody. If you want to stick around. We have very exciting things going on. I was saying to Kalo before we went live today, we have a very exciting confirmed guest for our charity stream next month. Very, very exciting indeed. Which is going to be a great time if you want to come and jump in for some chaos with the wonderful one-shot roulette adventures. The first one-shot roulettes we'll be doing with all the new Cobalt Press and stuff in there as well. So this is going to be a really, really random mix. And we're much more likely to get that elusive 5-class build on the random character creation because we're going to be using D4 to add levels instead of the random builder. Okay, so how you doing, everyone? Good to see you. Jump in, give us a follow. If you'd like to jump in on our giveaway, Phantom has shared there. Thanks, Phantom. The steps for jumping in to get a signed copy of an awesome book. Okay, so you settled on there, and Kalo, Vizeran's just like, calm down, youngster. You know, I have no love for Menzo Branson and the powers that be.
Good. So, you'll permit a little bit of collateral damage when we return?
To Menzo Branson?
Hmm.
Be my guest.
You heard the good mage.
Now, what is your plan? Do you intend to visit my tower? Or would you rather set about your quest more immediately? And you think from Sovereign Bastia's, visions, time is definitely of the essence as far as Zugtamoy's plans with Aromikos.
It's no matter how long things take, it's always foolish to try to run and stop something sooner than you're ready to.
Indeed.
So it's kind of a non-starter on what we're really going to do first. We're going to find the tower. Yeah, it has to happen as quickly as possible before anything else. And maybe we can use it as a chance to find more people. Do you think anybody in Menzo Brands would actually help?
I think Vizerin and Kalo both start laughing at the same time.
It was a decent question.
Yes. Of course. Look.
Corbin, they've made their allegiances. Anyone who you see will likely be against you, regardless of whatever temporary reprieve they may find in our alliance. Cut the rot where you see it.
Do you wish to hear my plan, Nadro? It wasn't that you, Killer. Sorry, that was a drowning. Hey, Nadro.
Have a drink now.
I have a name.
I have a name.
I'm a person and my name is Kalo.
My name is Kalo.
I think that knowing your plan would be helpful. For this first part of things, we'll be relying on what you've already discovered.
Yeah, what do you got?
Well, let me give you a little context. Everyone, hush. I think I hear others going by in a nearby tunnel. Another raiding party.
My goodness, is that 3 or 4, 4 or 5?
Four.
Oh, yeah,
Four.
amazing.
Four. I think we're at
Four.
four.
Thank you so much, everyone. How's everyone doing? How you doing there? Good to see you, Albert, in coming in with that raiding party. Hey, folks, how you doing? Good to see you. You fine folks over at Albert and know what we're about.
We're planning and scheming right now.
The girls are scheming.
Keep an eye on chat there, everyone. Albert in, jump in and give them a follow there on that shout out. And please, Phantom, drop the giveaway details if you'd be so kind.
Get you all in.
There it is, right there. Thank you. Oh, right on. Even with the chat delay, right on cue. Yeah, everyone, that's an awesome giveaway we've got going on at the moment. Special giveaway. Usually we're doing digital things, but nice physical stuff today. Yes, we are in the serious back end of Out of the Abyss here, and things are getting rather treacherous. Now, the Drow mage Vizerin, banished from Menzoberranzan, sits down in the center of the camp, and you kind of all gather around Corbin with your red dragon wormling and hook horror baby all curled around you.
We're all in our web hammock.
Giant spider on the roof. Not giant flea that they were being accused of by OG before. Although I do see,
Spider.
I mean, that's not on Webster. That's on the wizard's art for a giant spider.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
Does kind of look like a giant flea. Okay, and sorry, I love this music. This music was actually created for Wild Beyond the Witchlight, but it's
Really?
great.
Oh yeah.
It's great. Okay. So, Vizerin steeples his long fingers and looks around at you all. The only one of my people who could ever match me in the art is Grumpf Bainray of the principal house of Menzoberranzan. I think we knew from the moment we met that we were destined to be rivals. But where I sought only to master the art, Grumpf was also an astute political manipulator. No more devout than I in the service of the Spider Queen, he arranged for my disgrace and exile. Deprived of my considerable skills, my house fell to our rival, House Doerden. Grumpf became the Archmage of Menzoberranzan under the auspices of his own house, the first house of the ruling council. Grumpf and I only ever had two things in common: our passion for the art and our hatred of the manner in which our fellow mages suffer at the hands of the matron mothers and mistresses of the Drow. Grumpf has always hungered for power, and not even becoming the Archmage of Menzoberranzan was enough to satisfy him, it seems. From my tower of exile, I have kept watch over Grumpf's activities. It was no easy task given his suspicious and circumspect nature. Nonetheless, my observations revealed that he was crafting a unique ritual, one that somehow drew on the energy of Phase Res to channel incalculable arcane power. When Grumpf performed this ritual, the walls between the planes shattered. Then, as you have by now seen for yourselves, the demon lords were wrenched from their layers of the abyss and cast about here in the Underdark. What we all witnessed in Graven Hollow has confirmed my suspicions. Water drop. Not micro drop. Water drop. We must make use of the demon lords' hatred of each other. The one thing that keeps them from being all-powerful, from using their infinite numbers to destroy everything that lies before them, is their inability to organize, the inability to work together. That is...
Okay, so we just have to make sure we continue to have them keep each other in check.
That's all well and good down in the Abyss, but not here. Even keeping each other in check, they will spill over to the surface world. Would you have that? Would you have them run riots through the tunnels here? There is a different definition of what is in check when it comes to the Abyss, my friend.
I don't
The Lady
disagree.
of Decay seeks to make the Underdark her domain. That's what's out of balance. We need to drive her back to the Abyss.
We need to drive all of them back to the Abyss. If only to stop the Spider Queen from taking advantage of this situation she has orchestrated. With all the Demon Lords gone, she is no doubt planning to take the whole place for herself.
Okay. I don't disagree with anything anybody is saying. I just think we're putting too much stock into these people. I know they're demon lords, but everybody, especially demon lords, have one underlining factor that'll draw all of them together. People are greedy. So there has to be something that they all want, and it has to be more than the surface. It's not a thing about where they're going or what territory they're going to gather. If they corrupt the surface, there has to be something that makes them all want to go back. And I think being made a fool of is a really good reason. If Law's trying to take advantage of the fact that all the demon lords are gone so that they can trick all of them and become more powerful than them, I don't know about you, but I feel like that might piss them off. Revealing the plan kind of seems like the biggest thing is to put them on blast and let them all get mad. I'm not saying that they'll turn around immediately and run back so they can go do stuff, but it will definitely at least split what they're willing to take in this battle and probably send it back to prove a point.
I was thinking more of a aggressive course of action. If we are able to draw together the correct items and have access to Gromf Baenre's tome of arcane knowledge, I think I can replicate the effects of his ritual to a lesser degree. We do not want to tear the fabric of reality again. But within this plane, within this place, I believe we can draw them together, where they will undoubtedly tear into each other. And any demon that is killed here in the material plane is flung back to the infinite layers of the Abyss. We do not need to open the door.
Just shut it behind them.
All right. So I'm always down for a good book hunt, and if that's the first thing we need, then great. But what else do we need?
There are a few items I need.
Okay.
An interesting shopping list, no doubt, but I think to have survived this long and come this far, you are clearly a very resourceful bunch. I believe I can devise and cast the ritual, similar to Gromth's, but not nearly as foolish. We can draw them together to the original site of the summoning, and they shall destroy each other, sending their physical manifestations back to the Abyss. Then, the surviving winner will be so weakened that they will be much easier to deal with. Be that by your method, Corbin, or a more direct approach.
We'd seek to do this at the site of the wedding. We intervene with Aramicus, disrupt it.
No. That needs to be dealt with, certainly. If Zaktamoy is allowed to take on the power of this entity you talk about, she will be very hard to stop. Much more powerful than we have once to. Now, like during the journey and during your conversations, how much did you tell him about the vision? Did you tell him about Drublex as well?
Good question.
I guess to that, would he have like and I suppose we could do it like right now. Would he submit to like a zone of truth?
Give me a persuasion check.
On Grandma.
It's not great. 12.
I think he says, look, 'cause, he's very untrusting of magic in particular, other people's magic and non-arcane magic. There no reasons for me to deceive you. We want the same thing.
Has that ever stopped anybody?
Allow me to share this one thing as a sign of good faith. I am not only doing this to save the Underdark and the surface world. I hope that in doing this, Menzoberranzan will suffer great damage. And I can have my revenge. And he, Kalo, he's mentioned the tower by name a couple of times, as you've been traveling towards it. And the name of his tower means vengeance in Drow, in Undercommon. Araj.
Rather than a zone of truth, then, just like as we've been talking to him and stuff, like, can I get a sort of insight onto, all Zakan cares about is that shared goal, really. So, like, is he hiding anything from us, and is he like,
Yep.
Is he honest about wanting to put a stop to this, or does he have some other thing that he's trying to do?
Okay. Yeah, give me the insight check.
That's a little better. That's an 18.
Nice. Yeah, everything he said is true. And yeah, he wants to get rid of. He understands the need to get rid of these demons.
Yeah. Then I think, like after sort of listening, Zakan would say, "Well, we received a vision in the library that another one of these demon lords is headed for the same place that the Lady of Decay is. There will be a confrontation, but we just need to ensure that she doesn't grow in power before they fight. If they're on equal terms, as you say, one will lose, one will be weakened."
Then I suggest that you deal with that, and if we are lucky, that will be 2 players taken out of the mix. The remaining powers would be easier to deal with. The ritual needs certain components to produce a talisman that will draw the demons to one place. Then a rite needs to be performed to empower and activate the talisman. Then it shall be blood and battle such as this world has never seen. Any survivors among the demon lords will be severely weakened and should be far easier to destroy. All I need are the necessary ingredients, and a look at Gromph's grimoires, and the notes from his sanctum. The Archmage watches you all, a thin smile curling one corner of his mouth.
I'm looking suspicious.
What's suspicious?
What you just described.
It was in the box text.
Like,
stop
looking suspicious.
Hey, we're doing full disclosure.
What are you smirking
right?
about?
I could have chosen not to read it. I chose to share everything.
It's fine. No, it's fine. It's fine.
He's a method actor, full immersion. That's how it goes.
I mean, he smiles because he's about to say what you need to get. I require the intact and unhatched egg of a purple worm.
Okay.
He gestures towards the tunnels around you. This will help channel the great physical power required. Next, I require the central eye of a beholder. This will break down magical resistances and overcome magical forces that protect the demon lords. Then, and his eyes flit to Zakan, I need 6 feathers from 6 different angels. The authority of the celestial realms will create a stronger bond, and the presence will enrage the fiends. Next, I will require the heart of a Goristro, a type of demon. This will reach and forge a connection to the hearts of the other demons. And then, my local friends are used familiar with Timasks. And Zakan, Kayla, you haven't heard of them, but Zakan, you're aware of these things. They're also called devil's mushrooms. And they occur in the Underdark, but they only grow from the footprints of Marilith's Baelors or Goristros.
Oh.
So you actually use them as warnings, usually. You know there's a fiendish presence if you see them.
Yeah.
Is that different from the heart of, or is that another name for those?
No, the heart is actually a literal heart of a demon, and these are mushrooms.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
These are other things.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm writing down the shopping list. So what are these called again?
Yeah.
I'll send it to you. Don't worry.
Timas.
Oh, perfect. We were all writing it down. I've got it on the back of my library card.
Yeah, I think we actually encountered some Timasks at some point, like way back when.
Yeah. And he says, last but certainly not least, we will need a few drops of blood, or ichor, from a demon lord.
Hopefully we'll be able to get more than a few drops.
Where should I put this? I'll stick it in...
I know we have a Discord. Like we have an actual Discord chat. We should probably start using it more.
That's just true.
I'll still get the message. I'll still get messenger.
Just lost the time. So I'm just going to see.
Oh, it's nice. Yeah.
This is quite a number of challenging things to gather, and it will take time.
Indeed.
We are in communication with the King of Gontalgrim and various forces on the surface. Perhaps they'd be best pointed towards holding the line between the core of Aramicus and the descending hordes of Myconids and Oozes. Buy us a little time.
It would, but I hope you're not attached to them in any way, as they would all be slaughtered.
They know what they're getting into.
Otherwise, I don't know how much of a fight to expect in Menzo Baranzan, but I believe the hope is to get in and leave without much notice.
That would be...
Our fight is not there.
That would be the only way. You do not want them to be aware of you there.
And they've made their own
the
problems.
other things short and see if Homeboy will give up his eye.
The beholder
We can
that
go
met,
hunt down a beholder, or we can literally ask him if he's willing to sacrifice this for the cause.
It didn't seem like the Zentarum were all that concerned about what happened, really, in the end.
Well, the Zentarum are going to be under new management soon, so we can ask. At the very least, I can talk to somebody.
I'd certainly try.
I can also point you in the direction if you wish to collect these items.
Well, I mean, yeah, we're gonna. I just don't feel like fighting a beholder. So.
Alternatively, rather than putting the forces of the surface in the way of these evil parades, we could get their assistance in gathering some of these ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that you have the time for that. Are you suggesting you travel all the way back to Gontalgrim, gather forces, and then come all the way back here?
I mean, there is such a thing as splitting. What parts of the list are you going to go after?
They tap their head and they say, there are ways of contacting them.
I would not trust the gathering of such special ingredients to anyone's less than yourselves.
And I think we try and send them towards the core, Aramicus, where the battle will be most intense, and tell them to thin out whatever ranks of demons that they can on the way.
Do you think it is a good idea to weaken the forces that we want to tear into each other?
Perhaps
There's more than one way to do that.
If you want Druiblex to attack Zogdamoy, he has to have enough of his followers to get there.
Then perhaps rather than thinning, more of a funneling, minimize any of the damage that's happening around them, and then they can hold outside until the final battle.
Indeed. This is, as I said, a chaotic bunch we are dealing with, so you should perhaps instruct your friends to guard the ways to the surface. No matter
Didn't we already do that?
I think you talked to the Wood Elves about, being careful. You know, they were
and then
already...
the group of people that we all met at the castle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they basically sent us down to Graven Hollow to find out like what the fuck is up. And now that we sort of know what's up, we basically have to relay that back and be like, okay, here's what's going down. Here's where I think you can help. Like they're basically holding, and they're going to follow the Zentarum's like secured routes to deploy, I think is essentially.
Okay, so where do we need to send the information right now?
So I think just to my idea, like out of character, was just to use sending to contact Brunor, and then basically.
I was asking for other places because then I mean
Yes.
I have Webster here. I can literally send him as a thing to pass on messages.
That's true. That's true.
Grew up down here. If I use him, and it unfortunately takes a steed or a mount away from us, but it does give us one less body to worry about as we go through.
We just smash cut to giant spider speak into Webster's mind. And a friend.
Stop it! If anything, I'm
Papa,
keeping you
no,
safe.
don't leave
Your
me.
job is to take all of these messages to these people and then come find me. In the best way, you might come help. In the worst way, you can eat me and your brothers.
Yeah, so we could potentially, if we have someone to.
If we need to, we have
Yeah.
Webster to at least
Absolutely.
go to that.
Yep.
So, and I think when John reminded me, like in the visions and stuff, like the kind of general direction we would want to send them is like southeast of the Dark Lake, like not just looking at this map mechanically, but I think like it was sort of revealed that that's where everything's moving towards.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think I can give them that sort of heading, and they'll go, like looking at the map, it was just pulled up, like they'll go south of the Dark Lake and we'll be going north of the Dark Lake, and we'll be kind of pinchering it, I think.
I suggest that you take a more stealthy route. The hordes of Zugtamoy and Druiblix are moving through the tunnels at this level of the depths. I think it would be best for you if you were to go a little deeper.
Us or the forces of the surface?
Oh shit, I can zoom in on this. Sorry. I didn't know I could do that. Can I then move it? I don't know. It's this way, I guess. Okay. If you wish to avoid the corrupted myconids and oozes, I suggest you go into the lower reaches and through the labyrinth. That way you can avoid all of the migrating hordes and come up at the edge of Oromikos' lair. And that is also where you can find some of the items that we need.
In the labyrinth?
There are some there. There are some to be had here in the worm writhings. I suggest you start here, go through the labyrinth, collect the things that are there, crash this ceremony, and come back to me via my old stomping grounds. What say you?
You'll keep an eye on Menzabaranzan while we go to the labyrinth?
Of course. They are busy rebuilding.
Are you able to contact via magical means?
Of course.
Then should anything change, particularly with the Spider Queen, whose movements I still don't understand, then you can let us know.
Indeed.
Right, well, we'll go south of the Dark Lake, towards the labyrinth, rendezvous with the forces of the surface, and make our way to the wedding.
Cleve and I shall return to my tower and await you there. Once you have everything we need, bring it to me. And then may whatever powers that care look after us.
Looking at the symbol of Elastria on Kalo's armor, Zakan says, well, there's at least one.
Okay. You spend the night in this protective area, and in the morning, head off in your separate directions. For some reason, Cleve ruffles the wizard's hair before they leave. Vizarin's like, what are you doing?
I imagine they've just been hanging out. Anastasia and Cleve lying out in a corner.
I'm there, I'm fun.
Do feel free to ask Anastasia about that.
Well, Kayla will be delaying your homecoming for a while longer, it seems.
Oh, shucks.
Good. Let's delay it as long as possible. And you can tell from like that whole night on, from when you were talking to Vizarin up until this morning, not only is Kalo not talking, he is sleep deprived. So he's just kind of nodding and working with the motions.
Level of exhaustion?
Let's say level of exhaustion. I'll put it.
Okay. So yeah, as you're breaking up camp, Vizarin says to you all that and as you know this already, Zakan, but the worm writhings here are this honeycomb of tunnels span hundreds of miles in these northern reaches, and they were carved by these the gigantic purple worms that live up here, and one of their nests would be the perfect place to get one of the eggs that you need.
And does Zakan know how bad of a deal that's going to be?
Yeah.
Right, can I roll a nature check to see if I read anything while I was in the library? Not the big library, my library at the monastery.
About purple worms?
Yeah.
Sure. Please do.
Yeah, can I get in on that too?
You give me a survival check for you, Zakan.
Okay.
Because yours is more practical.
Experience based.
Yeah.
Yeah, particularly I'd be curious and nesting habits if I know during the night they go out and get food so the nests are left unattended, or I don't know, that kind of thing.
Sure.
Oh. It's gonna be a
there you go.
natural 20.
Hey, if you're gonna focus like this phoenix's fly.
For a total of what's my survival modifier? It's 32.
Nice.
That's bonkers.
Okay. Let's see what I can share with you.
Oh crap, I rolled a 22.
Hey!
We got that street smarts and the book smarts.
Yep.
Right?
No, we know about worms.
We know about worms. We know these worms.
Yeah, definitely. Zakan out of a necessity to survive, and Corbin out of a morbid curiosity.
That's really accurate.
Okay. So just loading up here. Bear with me a second. Let me, if you guys got eyes on stream, let me share with you the cool image of the worm writhings.
Worm.
Tunnel. Look at that. Isn't that cool?
No, that's a tunnel.
Beautiful. It's a good circumference thing. So yes, purple worms. The massive burrowing monster known as the purple worm terrorizes the creatures of the Underdark as it chews through solid rock in pursuit of prey. A dim-witted, ravenous force of nature, this creature regards anything it encounters as food.
So that's basically me.
And everything. Loud noise is known to attract them. They've been known to interrupt underground battles, as they're drawn there. They just and sometimes tear through subterranean cities seeking prey. The underground civilizations of the Drow, Duergar, and Mind Flayers maintain special wards around their settlements to deter the monsters. And Corbin, in your readings, in this different situation that you were researching, you know that mostly they're common down here in the Underdark, but they are frequently seen on the surface as well, in rocky and mountainous areas. The maw of a purple worm's large enough to swallow a horse whole, and lunges forward, moving around by rhythmically compressing and expanding its body.
Does it have an undersea cousin called the Alaskan bullworm?
Seems like that's the vibe.
That's not the tunnel.
That's the vibe.
Another thing you're interested by, Corbin, I think, there's a little bit of trivia. When they burrow through the ground, it consumes earth and rock, which it breaks down and constantly discharges. But if you kill one, it's very common to find precious metals and gems within the carcass.
Ooh.
So they are frequently targeted by quote-unquote particularly brave and foolhardy treasure hunters. Constantly creating new tunnels in the Underdark, which are quickly made use of by other creatures as corridors, highways, and lairs. Purple worms rarely return to their own tunnels, so that Zagan, you know that you can pretty safely move through these tunnels, as the worms themselves have just moved on. So they're a good place to avoid the monsters. Areas that are rich in prey quickly become interlaced with complex tunnel systems, with several worms hunting together, which is what must have happened here.
There was a shark frenzy. There was a feeding frenzy.
Yeah, right. So, let me see if the module has anything new.
And basically, anything about like their movement patterns or nesting or hunting that would enable us to grab an egg and get the fuck out without a confrontation.
Yeah.
Or if not, maybe on the Buns book learning side, any weaknesses.
Right on my side, just like tracking, and if you see tunnels that go into a counterclockwise spiral rotation, it's more likely for you to find a nest in the middle of it. That type of crap.
Yeah. Okay. You know that you know you'll be close when you find basically an ossuary. It's just like these caverns just full of bones.
Okay.
And you'll know you'll never be surprised by them, because there's always a low rumbling like an earthquake that kind of heralds that one's getting close. Let's have a look here.
Are they sighted or are they blind?
Good question. Yeah, they have blind sight and tremor sense. I'll give you
So
that
probably-
natural 20.
Yeah.
And they have no language.
Oh, shit.
They probably can't visibly see.
Yeah. And you know, Corbin, I think your kind of more academic kind of treatise on these creatures would have pointed out their strengths and weaknesses. Basically, they're very tough and very strong and very bad at everything else.
Got you.
Not to put numbers to it, but
Good.
so if you have any spells or effects that attack the mental abilities, that would be a good idea.
Or the dexterity type things.
Yeah, very not much dexterity.
Very non-dexterous.
Mm-hmm.
They're big worm.
Big Wayne.
Not very charismatic
whiny.
either, apparently.
Shocking.
Oh, shoot. I did not know that.
Okay, so there you go. I think I need to look more into the. Let's have a look here. Okay, you know, Zakan, you know that when you find the nest, it'll be clear that you've arrived. There'll be resin strands that are created to secure the eggs in place until they hatch. And they're used to attach the eggs to cavern walls.
Okay. It's like the signs to look out for. And
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you've heard that those are climbable.
Mm-hmm.
Just a big hug, OG. Yes, right, exactly. And yeah, I mean, there's the chance for other beings to be kind of around that area as well. You know what the eggs look like, Zakan? They are silvery spheres, 3 feet in diameter. So yeah, and you think they don't. They don't. It's not like one of those creatures that just like lays its eggs and just leaves them. So there probably will be at least one present.
Hmm. Okay. So like our hope is just basically to avoid them until then.
We're egg thieves. Let's go. Well,
yeah, let's go.
Best thing to do is to probably find the nest and see what's around us so that we can gauge if there are going to be any other predators also hunting these eggs. Can I do that as an interesting, like the just for my book, like looking into like what like animal entries in like an encyclopedia or something is. It also puts things that will eat the eggs so that we can kind of know what else we might be dealing with coming after these eggs, or if we're the only ones dumb enough to do it.
I think it talks mostly about the kind of creatures that use the tunnels as lairs.
Use the tunnels more than anything else than ones that would go after the eggs.
Yeah, so there are reptilian kind of looking troglodytes. They're often found down these parts, and giant spiders, of course. And that kind of creature would often lair. Hookers.
Okay. With that being said,
and then any other extras will be kind of demonic incursion things. So there's the chance of running into demons anywhere at the moment, and as you experienced in the Hook Horror's lair, the presence of Yinogu is drawing gnolls from the surface.
All right. So then we already know the warning signs of a lot of those things. Maybe we'll run into a demon so we can get some of this other ichor stuff. But I'm gonna hop aboard Webster and start doing kind of like a wall climb so that we can try to see if we can feel anything.
Okay.
Find some nests.
Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be a few days. I think you're told Vizerin tells you where the closest one is. He says there's a nest site about 40 miles from where you are.
Okay. I'm definitely riding Webster.
And he also tells you about 12 miles south of that nest site, there is a place called the Oblivium, which is a huge chasm. And there are rumors that a beholder lives in that chasm.
Make a note here. Chasm.
Price of one. Man, I love shopping.
So the tunnels created by the purple worms are totally tubular and roughly 10 feet in diameter. It doesn't say totally. It does say tubular.
Can we pretend that it does? Can we pretend that it does, though?
Right.
I already
There's
did.
one of those little marks, and then they wrote totally
Yeah.
It's supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why the editor was ignored. It's a tragedy. And
do we need to roll for the days that it takes us to go those 40 miles?
no, I mean I think that's pretty much like a long day's walk, right?
Yeah.
Right, you do like 4 miles an hour usually.
Yeah, and I think
we're on
with my ranger feats, we move quite swiftly.
And the smoothness of the tunnels is quite, so there's no difficult terrain really.
Okay.
And it says here, tunnels usually go 1d6 miles before they intersect with another tunnel. So there you go. So the first one is 2 miles long. There you go. And as you are making your way towards the site, let me switch this up a little here. Bloop. Sorry, just quickly load up. This problem having to reload Sirenscape before. It's I had all my sound sets loaded up, but now I have to redo them. There you go. Okay. Now, about halfway into your journey by your reckoning, Zakan, you, Corbin, scouting ahead with Webster, come to a stop as a foul stench and a cacophony of faint hissing voices rises from ahead. The tunnel that you are following plunges sharply downward into a vast, open cavern, dimly lit by luminous fungi and bisected by an underground stream. Tall, reptilian humanoids stand on either side of the stream, waving makeshift weapons and howling threats at each other in a hissing language. The group of creatures closest to where you're peeking out of the ceiling here, Corbin, has a captive lashed between two stalagmites atop a low rise in the canyon floor. And that floor is some 20 feet below you. Down a steep but navigable tunnel whose walls are piled high with rubble. It seems like the purple worm tunnel's collapsed here. The creatures are preoccupied with their conflict and haven't noticed you yet. Now,
I think I ain't gonna stop that. So
the others kind of catch up with you.
They could start getting closer, and they're just like. That scene from Lion King when Rafiki's like, "Look down there."
that exact image. So who is this captive?
So it's another troglodyte.
Oh, okay.
Sacrifice.
Looks like two tribes at war with each other.
This is a pretty common thing, I would assume.
Fairly, yes.
Yeah.
Let's have a look here. Do you? Can everyone give me an insight check, please?
Yeah, okay. Shame about these tribes in the tunnels. They appear to be quite tunnel visioned.
Not bad.
14.
14, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Corbin.
I had to reload my the D20.
No
D20.
problem.
My roll 20.
14. Holy shit.
22?
Yeah, 14.
What are we rolling?
Did we all roll full
Insight.
14?
Insight.
Insight. Okay. And then Corbin did insight, and it was a 13.
A 13. Okay. The DC was 13, so everyone gets a pretty good idea of what's going on here.
Corbin's just like a half second there. Everyone's like, oh, and I'm like, what? Oh.
Oh.
Just a smidge longer, yeah.
This is it.
Yeah, it looks like let's have a look here. Yeah, it looks like the one group has it looks like they've kind of attacked and captured a drow scouting party, and let's have a look here. Yeah, it looks like they've got various trophies and things from drow warriors that you've seen before, and you see one of them is brandishing a very nice looking sword, which seems to have a faint glow about it, as if it has some sort of arcane abilities, attributes about it. And just looking at the body language, it looks like one of the members of the opposite group across the river is angrily pointing at that and kind of claiming ownership of it from the person who's holding it.
But it's all troglodyte on troglodyte violence happening.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now,
That's hot.
you can easily double back and go around, but you know, Zakan, it will add a long time to the journey.
Actually, hold on. I think I have a thing. I might have a thing.
The one with the sword.
Depending on what the...
Yeah.
Oh. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, the one with the sword is just like wildly like swinging it around and just shouting across the river at the others.
Shame. In more capable hands, that actually might be a more beautiful blade to wield.
You just don't look at Corbin's face after you say that, okay?
Is there like room for us to sneak by if they're distracted with each other?
No, it's a big open cavern, and you have to climb down that ramp that we said about before.
Yeah. Okay.
These things are inevitable, but it was either going to be us or it was going to be the demons.
And I think as you kind of look down into this cavern, look at all of these creatures, you can see a bunch of them are actually some of them are actually mounted as well on giant lizards, much like
Buns, you said maybe you
friends.
had a thing.
You guys both said stuff at the same time, and I didn't hear either of you.
Go for it, Zakan.
I was just saying, Buns, you said maybe you had a thing that you were thinking.
I thought I had passed without a trace, but I don't think I had the spell prepared. So I was... It'd be something that I'd have to do. I didn't switch spells around during the rest that we took, so I don't have it. But I'm pretty sure I know pass without a trace, so that we could just like be super sneaky. But I also was probably going to do Earthbind, so I could steal that sword.
Zakan, the unfortunate circumstances, there's two things that are going on with your children right now. We see a nice shiny thing right there. It's not on the shopping list, but I think we've been pretty good this entire trip. And
Right,
frankly,
we
I
haven't
believe-
touched nothing. Corbin hasn't touched nothing. I'm not going to say because
Hold
Caleb was
on.
asking questions. You yelled down the hallway of a sacred library the one thing they asked you not to. So Corbin,
When will
I haven't done nothing.
When are we
Confirm.
going back? We're never going... Are we going back to Graven Hollow?
Well, I can't. That's for sure.
I mean, you
No, wait.
can.
I'm gonna change that up. You can't. That's for sure.
No, that's correct. That's correct.
Yeah, folks, give you a little eyes on. Yeah.
I will tell you what. You can throw me into the fray. I'll probably get out of it just fine. That sword will be there, and we'll walk away as if nothing happened. It's either going to be us or it's going to be the demons. So I'd rather put them down in a little more civilized way.
Well, we need their blood anyway, so let's just go.
The drop
It always.
They're gonna drop at least. He just holds up a vial. Let go.
Could always try talking to them, seeing if they'll let us pass.
Sure. After you.
That would be the idea.
You are the most, you are the talky one.
Somehow.
Not sure
All
how that
right,
happened.
You
well-
were the good cop the whole time. I've been messing this up.
Yeah.
I'm so
Yeah.
sorry,
You're
Zakan.
sneaky. I'm punchy. They're talky.
You can see, if you've
I
seen
think
up by
I
the
have to
river, there's
pass
a
through
lot
here.
of them.
Yeah, it's quite a lot to be fighting if we don't have to.
Look at this big boy. Rah.
Oh.
I'm just saying, we really fast. We could probably just do one of those, like when you run past somebody and yell fresh cut and then slap them in the back of the head and then keep going.
It's like,
Corbin's ready to go full middle school with this.
So, Corbin, thought process, because something brilliant just came in my head. If we were to just take it from them,
Mm-hmm.
I could cast darkness in the path. We serpentine the other way, they assume we're running straight, and they'll totally miss us. That way we can sneak out as if nothing's happened, we have the sword with us, and they run off in the opposite direction.
This-
Liza.
You mean me and Kayla are like, do you want to make an alliance? Yes, yes, of course I do. Good. Good.
okay.
We're gonna
So-
let you talk first. We're just saying that at some point we're gonna betray him.
Okay,
That
so
sword's
as
coming
you
with us one way or another.
as you crouch up here on the ledge, looking down at the scene below you, making your plans as to how to deal with this tense standoff, we shall see how that plays out next time. As it is about time to wrap up there.
It's happening.
A session full of schemes, That was great. Thank you. Okay. Right. So yes, folks, to come and see what happens with these warring when two tribes go to war, I suppose.
A tale of two tribes.
Indeed.
Oh, I like that. It was the
That
best
is
of
the name
tribes.
of-
It was the worst of
The
tribes.
worst of tribes. It was the annoying of troglodytes. It was the slightly less annoying of troglodytes.
And yes, we shall see. Hopefully, all of these guys don't turn on them, because as Zakan said, there is an awful lot of them. Okay, so huge thank you to everyone who's joined us today for all of those raids that came on through. Absolutely wonderful to have so much support, and everyone who's given us the follows and the subs. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much for that support there. And yes, if you would like to jump into our giveaway at the moment, we have a physical signed copy of an awesome CZRPG book and fantastic encounters, 300 plus pages of goodness to send to a lucky winner. So if you would like the chance to win this fantastic thing, then please let me drop the details in chat. Give us a follow here, follow CZRPG's mailing list, get yourself a free map pack, and do not get inundated by emails, do not worry. And then sign up to follow their latest Kickstarter, which is not the same as pledging, no money required, just a notification will come when it goes live. Then we will get you entered in, and you'll have the chance to win this amazing, amazing prize. And we shall talk more about that later on. Right, okay, so that is all for today. Thank you, my friends, as always, and we shall continue our journey towards the Purple Worm Nursery and through these troglodytes. Purple Worm.
The
Purple
wine.
And see what's in store for you all next time. Excellent, Scarlett, good luck. Right, okay, my friends, so let us wrap things up there. We are going to head off raiding in just a moment, but before we do, let us say goodbye to these fine folks. Corbin, who you on the material plane?
On the material plane, once again, I'm a Buns, and you can normally find me here on Wednesdays playing this lovely game, but when I'm not, I'm normally either on my channel right now. I finally got it, you guys. I buckled, and I got the full friggin' compendium. It's time. I have all of it, and I found out that my Xbox saved my previous game, so I am ready to make all new choices and cry brand new tears. It's probably not going to have my face. It might have my voice, but it will randomly be on my my channel at any given time over on Battle Scar Bunny, where I'm going to be playing through the Walking Dead Telltale series, which means I'm going to be doing season 1, season 2, 400 Days, the Michonne DLC, and then New Frontier, and then the final season where we figure out how our girl has made it all the way. Join me. It is, like I said, it's going to be random. I can't really give days. Okay. This is the for sure way for you to see me.
Yeah, give a follow so you get that notification. Nice. Thank you. Kalo, you good stuff.
Friends, hi. Thanks for joining us this week. I'm Mike, Grim in chat. I actually have news this week, which usually never happens. Ooh. So, you know, this is going to be interesting. As you may be aware, we will be starting our first session of Spelljammer, The Dark of Xerxes.
Yeah, there's some sort of typo there. I'm not sure what happened. Yeah, it's supposed to be the light of
Very
Xerxes.
Strange. Yeah, it was supposed to be like light, and it somehow ended up being 4 letters and just a whole another word. Anyways, come join us. It's gonna be great. It's 9 Eastern over here. I'll be here with the wonderful Safi, Patch, and my dumbass as John leads us on the fantastic voyage for the first time. But wait, there's more. You may know me as voice number 1 of the Subfay commercial on QuestJunkiesUK and the himbo Kalo. You can also find me officially on Mondays with the Wild Ones in Rodania. I will be joining every week now as a permanent member of the Wild Ones. So QuestJunkiesUK, if you want to hang out with us at 4 p.m. Eastern, I'll be there. Be my introduction to the character, and Godspeed, Patch. What a wonderful mistake you've made.
Yeah, link Patch's channel there so people can give it a follow. Thank you. Yes, Patch's stuff was amazing. They just had their Exandria game this morning for me. Awesome stuff as always. And yeah, see Kayla, see Mike over there as a new character. So 2 new characters in 3 days. Are you ready, Kayla?
God no, we're trying.
Good luck with all of that. Okay, and last but not least, by any measure you care to employ, Zakan.
Hi, I'm Steven, and I have played Zakan. You can find me on this stream every week. That's the only stream that I do, but you can also find me on Twitter, where I talk about Japan and design and different game-related type things. So feel free to follow at Distant Shores over there.
Thank you. And we are QuestJunkiesUK. We play lots of D&D and other TTRPGs. We'll be back later today with the fantastic Ravenloft homebrew that is Barovia and Beyond. Then into our sneak peek preview playthrough of CZRPG's Chicenta's Tyranny. Then Saturday, as mentioned, and the graphic I brought up there, let me bring that back, The Dark of Xerxes. As Saphia, Patch, Mai, and Grim set off on a new spell jamming adventure with a difference. So if you want to come and see an alternative take on that official Spelljammer module, do come and jump in and see just what's going on there. It's going to be a fantastic romp through the multiverse and wild space and the astral plane. So I hope you're able to come and join us for that. And then we'll be back with the fantastic Tomb of Annihilation, Sunday night, Monday morning, depending where you are in the world. And then back into our streams next week. Thank you, as always, my friends. Let's see who's on here at the moment. Okay. Oh, speaking of Spelljammer, our friends over at Ink and Lyre are doing a Spelljammer campaign at the moment. So let's go and say hello to them. So, everyone, do stick around for that raid if you've got them. Let those phoenixes fly. But till next time, as we like to say around these parts, Oyasumi Nasai. Bye.
Oyasumi.
Oyasumi.
A massive thank you for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed that session. And let us also say thank you to the wonderful folks who support the channel. CZRPG, Phoenix Dice, Troll Games, and of course the fabulous Sirenscape. If you would like to check them out follow the links in chat, and of course, jump on those tasty coupons if you want to get some discounts on awesome things for your games. CZRPG is a constant source of inspiration with their fantastic products, interestingly written, beautiful maps, dynamic encounter design, original monsters and magic items. Do join their newsletter for all of the information about what's going on with them. And of course, where would we be without those gorgeous Click-Clack Math Rocks from Phoenix Dice, an amazing producer of interesting designs, guaranteed to roll well for players, not so well for GMs sometimes, but that's the way we play. Now, if you would like to support this amazing company with their recycled materials and very eco-friendly way of doing business, do give them a click and look at all of the beautiful dice that they have over in their store. Trollord Games, all of our friends over there, they have their own original Castles and Crusades system, lots of stuff for D&D and all sorts of amazing TTRPG stuff in their store. Click on that link and get your adventure underway. And of course, last but not least, by any measure you care to employ, Sirenscape, a fantastic source of music and sound effects that just takes your game to a new level. Fantasy, science fiction, mystery, heists, whatever type of game you're playing, whatever system you're playing, Sirenscape has the sounds for you. And you can pipe that all over the world to wherever your players are through their online player. And if you would like to, you can get yourself a free trial by following the link. And if you become a Super Siren, you can get access to all of their hundreds and hundreds of options, make your own original sound sets, and support us too via our affiliate link there in chat. Okay, that's all for today. Another massive thank you, and we look forward to seeing you all very soon. Stick around for the raid if you've got them, let those phoenixes fly. But till next time, as we like to say around these parts, oyasuminasai.